2020 got a clear view. Put me on the cover of 2K, cause this my year.
This is an In the Loop production.
In the Loop.
And we are live at JS Studios in Odessa, Texas, once again.
Yes, sir.
And we got Justin sitting next to. What else can you go by, Justin?
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci, that's right.
DVNCI.
If you're not following them, what's the?
Oh, all the hashtags.
I just posted you.
You just posted me.
It's official.
Look at In the Loop, and you will find
exactly. Look at the.
And you will find
exactly. At official _DJ _DVNCI. You find his handle. And Justin, what do you do real quick? And then we'll get into it.
A little bit of everything.
Here at JS Studios.
Here at JS Studios, I am the lead engineer. So I do all the recordings and engineering alongside with my brother as well, Jeremy. He's also the CEO, Jeremy, of JS Studios. So yeah, all the recording, all the podcast setup, pretty much just help run the studio, you know?
For sure. Yeah. That's right. Believe that.
Yeah.
Justin does a lot of the behind the scenes getting us ready for In the Loop. So season 1 definitely was a big part to. There's a lot going on behind the scenes to make it possible. It's not just me showing up and we hit a switch, click on.
Yeah, I wish it was easy. I wish it was as easy as that. I really do.
Justin got us right every single time.
Not every time,
definitely
but
grateful.
You know, definitely learned.
He got us right for
definitely
sure.
Definitely learned. You know,
ready for season 2, definitely.
Definitely.
So thanks for joining us. This is a preliminary. This is going to be a preview of what you're going to see in season 2. So we're recording this today's Tuesday. It's somewhere around 4 p.m. or something like that. But you're probably watching this on Wednesday. I think we're probably going to post it. And that's what we're going to do. So usually we were going live on Saturdays, and it worked and it didn't work. And then we talked about it. We're going to record on Thursdays, and then we're going to premiere it on Saturdays still. So there are chances that there will probably be 2 episodes because I took 3 weeks off, and we want to fit everybody in before January 21st. I thought we only had probably like 10 or 12, but I think it might be way more. I think it might be like.
And Sam, don't mean to interrupt you, but how were those 3 weeks off? Fulfilling?
So I will get into that because I have to, because it's part of being in the loop.
Yeah.
And a lot of you creators probably know this, is it felt like the only way I can describe it so you can relate, it's like dropping a single every week. Meaning buying the beat, getting the beat, writing to it, coming in and recording it, mixing, mastering. That's what it felt like. So doing 23, 1 a week, sometimes there was 2 a week.
Yeah, and it was instant distribution, so it wasn't like you didn't have time to mix and master it.
No.
It's what you see is what you get.
For sure.
It was live, you know?
For sure. But as a creator, there's life still going on, and there's a lot. Probably what a lot of us can relate. There's a lot going on that people don't see, that you don't see online, things like that. So one of the biggest things, I hope that you watch episode 23, the conversation with Tequila, because I feel like my entire time within the loop and here at JS Studios. And those 23 episodes was a lead up to that conversation. There's a lot that I had to grow through within the loop and with JS Studios as well, that I had to process, if that makes sense. Meaning there are unhealthy patterns that I have, and just behavior that was keeping me from my greatest success.
Yeah.
And, I think we all do, maybe as an artist, dream of whatever our greatest potential is, which is why we say dreams and goals. Dreams. I just want to get my dreams. I just want to accomplish my dreams.
Just want to get there.
It's going to look different for each one of us, right? Yeah. And on the way there, I'm 36. On the way there, I've been having dreams since I was like 17, 18, like actual dreams and goals. This is what I want to do. This is how, And though each and every time, again, going back to the Aquila conversation, Aquila brought this out, is that every time it got to that point where I needed to transcend or transmute to pass the threshold to level up, I got afraid, and I would run. Sometimes subconsciously I would cause drama between me and the opportunity, whether that was with the people, primarily probably with the people, because then I wouldn't have a way to come back. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so
similar.
So I burned bridges for sure.
Yeah.
And I did that. From 18 to literally this year. As much as I want to say that, and I still accomplish things. It's not like you're not accomplishing things or achieving some type of success. I still did, but it definitely wasn't my fullest potential.
Yeah.
And JS Studios has triggered, which is I'll get into at the end of. I got a bunch of notes, guys, that we're gonna go. We're gonna try to do this really fast. If this gets to 45 minutes, perfect. But I'm gonna try to keep it within an hour. JS Studios triggered, I think, the final stage. I'm going to say activate, not triggered. Activated.
It's like a pinnacle moment.
Exactly. One of the final stages of this journey of what I would say self-actualization. So I had to take 3 weeks off, Yeah. We were going to launch last week on Thanksgiving, actually.
Yeah.
And then I was going to have Platt on Saturday because Platt rarely comes, and he was here. And
shit, don't feel bad. Last month I took 3 months.
Yeah, for sure.
3 weeks, 3 months. Goddamn.
So,
3 weeks off too,
that's true.
Unfortunately it was because of the, corona shit,
yeah,
but still it was much needed.
Yeah,
even.
it was probably going to happen either way.
Yeah, it was a rest. It was just a rest that was much needed because, you're just go.
Exactly, man.
Sometimes you just got to step back and see where you're at and then focus on what needs to get done and then move. Just press on,
Yeah, and sometimes, again, I couldn't even do that. This is the first time that I was able to push through it. And I will say there's some people that had a direct effect to that. Jeremy being a primary one, and the way that he would he saw it coming.
Yeah,
and
it's because you made it you already made it aware, made us aware of it too. We've gotten in those kind of deep talks and conversations, so we were kind of aware of it as well.
Which is interesting because I do forewarn people because I know myself well enough over the last 5 years, 7 years really, and so, but it comes across when I say it maybe so casually. Sometimes I'm like, do they grasp it or not?
But now you see how we grasp it, and it's like a family dynamic. You really see that.
I really see that, which is again I'm going to hit on at the end of this. And so, along with that, the conversation with Aquila, I was having a lot of breakthroughs. You maybe not seen it in there, but in that conversation, I was having breakdowns and breakthroughs. Breakdowns for me used to be me crying, taking off, and then I come back. Now I can have them in silence, in a sense, during a conversation. So I took 3 weeks off to collect myself, but more so to collect what was happening. Meaning, did I really find these people? Or, you know what I'm saying? Did I really come across this type of brotherhood, this type of camaraderie? And because I'm afraid of it. We talked about what we'll talk about later, our DMT trip. Yeah. An unconditional love is scary.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
And getting into a space of your fullest potential, I felt carried a little bit of that. So last week we were supposed to launch. I didn't tell nobody. I didn't even call Jeremy. It was the first Thanksgiving I spent all day with my family, mainly my siblings. I drank some wine. I hung out. I was present.
Yeah.
And then I got an impromptu phone call to go to Colorado. I'm going to let you guys in on this.
Save it for the underground yogi.
Exactly, for a spiritual journey. I'm not going to go into it, but to partake and participate, I guess you can say, in DMT. And it helped me heal over the last 3 or 4 days. It has helped me heal a lot and removed a lot of insecurities and fears. It pointed out a lot of things. So the 3 weeks was something that I've done before, but I hadn't done before. Yeah. And being able to come back here and doing this is blowing my mind because I almost did the same thing. Again, you guys caught it and was able to see it and able to handle it differently, but I almost did the same thing. So,
and we're glad you did it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah. And so here we are kicking off season 2 of In the Loop.
In the Loop.
And if you see what we see, then you know what we know.
Yeah.
Meaning, what's happening. Sometimes you get so into your craft, you don't get to see what other people are seeing.
Yeah.
So the last concert Aquila had at the Destination, I had 3 people coming up to me that I hadn't met and said, "Hey, you're the guy from In the Loop. I love what you're doing." And it was in a validation that I didn't know I wanted, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it felt really good because it means that people are catching on. The community is paying attention.
Oh, they've been paying attention.
Along other people. That's great.
So many artists that come through here, man.
No way, man.
Hey, is this where y'all do that in the loop?
Nice.
How do I get on that? You know what I mean?
Let's go.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope for the community. That's just dope for artistry here in the area.
It's gonna be fantastic. It's fantastic.
I personally appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, man. Heck
really.
yeah, let's
So,
go.
I could speak for my brothers too.
For sure. So this is a recap. I'm going to cast a vision again. I'm going to go over the artists that we had on, maybe a takeaway from each one. The videos dropped, the singles dropped, the albums dropped. A lot of you are putting in hella work.
Keep it coming.
And yes, please keep it coming. I'm going to say it right now, do not show me your unreleased shit. Please. Because the more and more I heard your unreleased shit, the more and more I got upset because I need to drop it. I get it. There's some logistical things that need to happen before it happens. But
he was telling me yesterday.
Giving y'all a hard time. So if you've joined us for all 23 episodes, I'm grateful for the support. Even you just watching is support because it adds to the views. Because we hope that this we all hope that this becomes, and we can see it, something greater for the 432.
That's real.
I really believe for the 432, first as a collective, and then second as individuals, and we'll get into that a little bit.
Just expanding and growing.
Expanding and growing, exactly. Yeah. So, In the Loop, I'll tell you again, was an idea. This is, I will say this before I get into it, is that what's happening out here is a mixture of individual dreams coming together to make the larger vision possible.
Yeah.
Which is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Like you talking about mentioning to Jeremy about the, why don't we do podcasts, and then I show up and then boom, boom, boom. Like,
and it was like spot on. Like, and you had already kind of, whenever you came, based on what you were telling us, you had already started it.
Exactly.
You had already started doing it, and I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everything, and it's happened in so many occasions this year, where things like, you just manifest it, and it's just perfect timing. Things have just been, when you're doing what you're supposed to do, it's beautiful how things will just start lining up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is, I think I mentioned on the other pod about, it feels good to be a part of something. I definitely like to create my own things, but to be a part of something, I've never really had that, and that's what this is. So I've seen then it checks my ego too and humbles me, because I sometimes want to be grandiose and think, oh, this is my vision and this, but it's really not. It's just, the collectives and people coming together. So In the Loop was an idea kicked off 5-6 years ago when I worked for Team Flow Youth Ministries. I met literally thousands of students and probably about 200 artists. And then I spoke to about 5,000 students last year working for another organization, and I met more artists. And then found out in January an artist getting shot and dying, and someone next to him getting shot. They didn't die. And I bawled in my kitchen, and I'm like, that's it. And like 3 days, I even was looking back. 3 days later, or 4 days later, I had the logo created again by Boogie Beats, and then I launched the Instagram, and I started just going and looking, for artists. I can't even remember how I came across the first one or what, and then I would just post them, and I just kept. Hey, look up for this one, Not anything, elaborate, just simple. And then I was watching Rhythm and Flow. Yeah, right? It's Rhythm and Flow? The Netflix series?
Yeah.
At the time. And I got an idea from them. I'm like, why don't I just throw... I had just done the Midland Business Fair. And I charged, normal people are charging $10 a booth because they're kids. I charged $65 because I wanted them to get a feeling of what it's like to come out of pocket as a small business owner. I'm like, if you go ask your parents for $10, they're going to give it to you.
Yeah.
If you ask them for $65, they're going to hold you accountable to what you want to do.
Yeah.
Which is like what an investor does to somebody who, you know what I'm saying? So I mimicked that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do the same with the artists. I'm like, look, I'm gonna have them pay $250, and we'll give away $5,000. I was actually looking for a studio because I wanted to give away distribution package, video package, marketing package.
Studio time. Yeah.
So I launched this. I went and I put the down payment for the place, which was downtown Midland, the Bush Center. And then I launched this elaborate, and this one was elaborate event where it was going to be a 3-stage part. Where I was gonna go look at all your social media. Round one was me looking at your social media. Do you have any singles that are on Spotify? Do you have your distribution set up? Do you have the visuals right, or are you just posting regular, photos, this and that?
How is this quality?
Yeah. So that was stage one. If you didn't pass that, you didn't get to stage two. And then stage two was gonna be I was gonna contact Cactus House, and I was gonna do a little show there.
That's tight.
And then stage three.
Shout out Cactus House.
Yeah. Stage three was going to be the final 3 or 5 or something, and they were going to have to perform in front of their community, in front of their peers, and then that would be just kind of like rhythm and flow. They, it built up, and then it would be like, okay, this is worth $5,000, because in that process as well, they're being curated, which I wanted to do subliminally without somebody having to tell them, for free type stuff, So, and then of course COVID happened and things like that, and then I pulled it. It just wasn't going to work out.
It can still work out. Maybe it just wasn't the right time.
2021 is it. I'm already,
Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
And then around June is when I was still promoting, not so much. I was doing other things. It was something I wanted to do. And then I came across JS Studios somehow online, sent the message, can I come take a tour? Yeah, you can come right now. Came. That's when I met you guys. Had the convo about what I wanted to do. I even said, hey, we're going to do about 22 episodes. I already got the artist, and we did it. Like, holy crap, we did it. Here we are 4 months later, season 2, and we have artists lined up. So the vision for In the Loop is to highlight and give attention to the many talents that are out here. And the only way I know how, being in sales for 18 years, understanding small business dynamics and things like that. This is my way of doing that. I'm not in the space, meaning I'm not a producer, engineer, I'm not a rapper, I'm not any of that.
Or are you?
Or am I?
Stay tuned.
Hey, stay tuned. And so, just me in general as a person, I was frustrated with quote unquote people who had more resources but couldn't see what I could see.
I feel that
about what needed to be done for the community. And I didn't want to wait until I had the resources, because a lot of people say, well, when I get rich, well, when I make it, I'm like, I don't have time for that. These kids are dying, literally. You know what I mean? And I just launched it. So, and God, with his, all-seeing and all-knowing, lined all the people up. Again, I'll mention it here in a bit, that needed to be lined up so that not only In the Loop could actualize and manifest, but many other things that are happening that we can't even speak on, and that I don't even know. I'm just hearing about. And so I'm excited, but I just know that there are other things happening on a very larger scale. And we're excited, hopefully at some point, to be able to roll that out. I think after it happens. I'm the guy that likes to leak stuff. Jeremy and Jay, they're the opposite.
No leaks. If you record your stuff here, we will not leak it.
If I'm around, I'm leaking it. So we launched season 1 with, let me bring up my notes. So by this time, I had already probably reached out to like 7 artists, not too many, and lined them up. And they were saying, yes, I'd be on. Yes, I'd be on. And then I definitely didn't think it was going to be the quality of what we've been doing. And then every time somebody walks in, that's the response that we've gotten. So the way
I know your face whenever you came in and saw the remodeling that was done in there. You're like,
oh,
hell yeah.
I'm like, yep, I am blessed. Thank you. So
new views.
Everything, man.
New seating.
The new seating.
New lighting.
You guys are going to enjoy it so much. The lighting, we're going to be able to change the lighting. So if you're particular to one color, you'll be able to do that.
Yep.
The screen, is that what the screen's for?
That big-ass TV that you just wrote in there. You could put your logo, videos in the background, whatever you want.
It's going to be a different... a different show than season 1.
And if you guys haven't been here for a while, since we first opened, we're actually sitting in booth B. This is the booth in Studio B. Customizable lights as well. So, you know, whatever mood you're feeling, you can vibe to it.
Yep.
This nice
custom
wall.
Yeah.
Wood.
Very custom.
It's like 2,000
This was hand burned.
Hand burned,
by the
hand
way.
placed, hand cut.
Hand placed, hand cut.
By my brothers.
It looks amazing in here.
Wish I could say that I helped, but I didn't on this particular project. But yeah, they did work. There was dusty in here, dust everywhere. Yep. And it was all for you. It was all for you. It was,
guys. Truly. Thanks, Justin, for saying that. If you hadn't been here yet, in even 2 months, even a month, things have changed.
Oh yeah, and they're going to constantly change. They're going to grow.
Come back in here.
We appreciate y'all's feedback on everything.
For sure.
Constructive criticism. That's what we're here. I mean, we're family.
And I will say, I'm probably going to say this a couple of times. If you guys remember me, I kept saying during season 1 that we were reachable. And that there was going to be a time, too, though, that they might not be reachable. And we're almost getting there. I'm just going to say, like, there's some exclusivity coming up. And because you guys know this. When you got your own house, when you got your own team, it's not about, you know, favoritism, things like that, but it is about protecting the energy.
Yeah.
And so, which is something I'm going to discuss.
That's why you got the sage and the
exactly. You got
sana.
Me too, man, for real.
Real talk.
No, truly. And so I want to say that this is in a group that you've never encountered. I will promise you that. I've been part of a lot of groups, a lot of teams, a lot of organizations. It's my passion to study not only human behavior, but organizational development. How do teams work together? What are the best teams? Things like that. And this is, and I don't say it lightly, I'm telling you.
There has been a shift.
There has been a shift, and it is one of the greatest teams that I see that can create and work together with a not only a level of awareness of each other's like flaws and things like that, because that matters, so you can have a certain amount of grace and mercy, because inside of a team you need to have grace and mercy.
Oh yeah.
And I am just saying that because I learned that with you guys. And so when you come in here, you know, we all got stuff going on. When you come in here,
shit, we're artists.
Exactly. It's not about, you know, I'm not gonna say like check your ego at the door, but you know, be humble yourself about the energy that is taking place here, the dynamic that's happening. Like, it's not what you think. If you have assumptions, everybody here is open to any conversation, any question. So again, which I have rarely ever seen in a group. So this is, like Justin's saying, whether you guys have realized it or not, for you as the artist, especially in the 4-3-2. And they really I know I've been around a lot of people who say that. These guys absolutely believe it and absolutely live it. So
yeah, and
please.
That's the beautiful thing about, like, I mean, a lot of people don't know I came back from Dallas. You know, I was good there, you know, and I came back, and once we opened the doors, just seeing the artistry that has started flowing through here and the different energies.
That's
and
right.
That's why I'm still here. I'm still here, guys. It's been a struggle, but I am still here because I'm here for y'all. Like, real shit.
There's magic happening here.
There's
really
so
is.
much talent out here, and I just come out.
Yep, come out.
Just come and do it. Just do it.
Be activated.
Don't be scared to do it. This is the time to do it.
And you guys can see that season 1 definitely unlocked and motivated a few people. And I'm so glad they dropped their first single, dropped their first video, things like that. And you're like, holy crap, like you might have never would have, you know. So it's this is a calling out for sure.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through the artists that we've had. I'm not in any particular order. I may say or not say one thing that I had take away from there. I'm going to tell you guys something. I've watched it once. I didn't rewatch it for these notes. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is one of the reasons I'm glad that Justin, we briefly talked about, and the reason you see him right now is whether you want to, he's going to be in it. He's going to be in. So this is an introduction even to him, and maybe we'll do a little bit of that because it's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
That's right. We're going to talk about the albums dropped, or the people who dropped the albums, because there's only a few full albums, which is one of them. You know, it took a month. Never rapped before, never recorded before. Recorded a whole album and dropped it within a month.
Fire.
Definitely.
That's motivation.
Exactly. Singles. We're gonna talk about singles, people who drop singles, and then the visuals dropped as well. Some of the ones that I remember, some of my favorite. We're gonna talk about the new artists, and then briefly talk what you can expect for season 2. And then I'm gonna end it with telling a little bit more in-depth story about JS Studios and a couple of people here and why I'm grateful. So the first one who kicked us off was 2 Trill.
2 Trill,
which is he's part of Trill Inc. Which was Cade was a part of.
Very talented.
Yep, exactly. So 2 Trill and Ryder, the Trillist, which Ryder is from Midland, but I think he stays in Fort Worth, and he comes back and forth. And he almost is during this time said he was going to move back, and I encouraged him not to. I was like, no, dude, you're like the plug. You know, you're like the bridge between us and them. Yeah. Like, no, please, like it's gonna pay off.
It's
exactly.
City, you know.
And he's already connected with
networking.
Exactly. With a couple of artists which we had on, they came in, dropped in Goon and Bandito, and they had a big enough following, whatever you want to call it. So I encouraged him, nah, man, like be the bridge for us, you know. So that got to happen. But they kicked us off, and that's the one that we never launched.
Yeah. Because so many technical
difficulties.
Still, y'all some studio time. I love y'all. We love y'all for real. Every time they come, man, their vibes are on 100.
They are, right?
Yeah.
And they're ready to go,
just
man.
Cool ass people, man.
Especially 2 Trill for sure.
We've worked out all the kinks.
We have
worked out all the kinks. Everything is just flowing now. It took a little bit. New system, new workflows, new rooms, but everything is functioning. And
so you come back, you haven't been back.
Fire.
Our second episode, I think, or something. These are a little off. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in any order. But Kaz, Leo, and Sierra. How do y'all say it? Sierra. Yeah.
Sierra.
And one of the biggest things that I got from it was their friendship.
Yeah, they're tight, and they're beautiful people. Really, they really are just
for sure.
Like they come into the room, and like everybody's got like their own swag, their own vibe.
Sure,
like
man.
it's dope.
It's like a what do you call it? You know the Power Rangers when they come together, and they're the big thing.
The Megazord.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I see, man. But so what I saw, of course, in the interview, but also outside of the interview, outside of the studio, was just their friendship and what their friendship was doing for their craft and for their artistry.
They're like just on the same frequencies, you know.
Exactly. Meaning, some of us got to work, alone type stuff, and I'm sure they do. But I mean, their friendship has become, and each one of them expressed this, a catalyst for where they're headed into their fullest potential. So that's the big takeaway I got from them. XO Lil Sauce.
Hey. He's calling.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The word that I had on here was hype.
Yeah, he's hype.
He
really
is
hype.
definitely.
He came with an energy. Like when I met him, he was just kind of chilling. Like yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got up in the booth, and I was like, okay.
No, did you exactly right?
I was like, all right.
If you have, I want some behind the scenes. If you have not been
all
in
right,
the studio,
young fella.
Yeah, when XO records, oh man, it's an experience. This show is. It gets me hyped up, man.
Yeah.
He will get into that. Dropped a couple of visuals that I think are some bangers. I'm gonna say this because I think it matters. I think he's only 14 or 15. Got the attention of a management of a record label already. So by really he leveraged TikTok as well.
Yeah.
On his last one, and the video blew up.
Yeah.
You go to the comments on YouTube, and it's like, came here from TikTok, came here from TikTok, came here from TikTok,
Yeah.
And he went to San Antonio, shot a video with the guy there, which is a Call of Duty. We'll get into that one. But everything's, I guess, would say lining up for him to get to where he wants to go. And I really think he can get there before 18.
That's awesome.
I see in this space a lot this, or hear this statement, rich before 18 type stuff, and he definitely is on his way.
That's
so
what's up.
I'm excited to see what else he's got.
Keep going.
For sure. Wes, I don't know if you remember Wes. He was the other 16-year-old. I think he was 16. Came here with Drank and Baby Scrap, Jay the Drank. Yeah.
It's a party every time they come.
Every time.
Every time.
Every
man.
time.
Every
It's like 3 artists. I was like, man,
I wake up the next day like, was I drinking Henny? Like, what? Oh, anything is possible.
For sure. And what I got from him we'll go down at the bottom. He's dropped an album too. Is an incredible storyteller. If you pay attention, well, not like if nobody's not paying attention, but that's what I got from listening to his music. So he's got a way of I'm not going to be cliche, like telling a story, but he's just got a way of painting a picture, creating a vision out of his words about what he's trying to get you to understand,
That's tight.
So that's what I really liked about him.
That's art.
That's art, man, exactly. Then we had Jay the Drankavelli. I don't even remember all the other 14 names that he's got. He came up and said, he said so many.
the Drank.
Which now, as I'm saying the name, it was funny because I tried to introduce him, and which now I know Jay the Drank Leo. He's a Leo. He just introduced himself, interrupted me, so it was perfect. But his story matters immensely for the 432 because he was signed and paid before 18. He was signed, I think, at 15 or 16, getting $500, getting paid $500 for features at 18, and a few of them, not just, it was Steak and Shrimp, and I can't remember the other ones that he was a part of. But Lucky Luciano's out in Houston and another label. So
nice.
Before, I would say, I almost want to dare to say, and you guys can correct me in the comments, that if I had to say if anyone did it before anybody else did it, it was him.
Yeah, he's got a grind.
He's got a grind.
His grind
he's got features. He's
just.
I didn't know he had that many tracks.
Yeah.
It blows, I'm still finding. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I almost felt embarrassed. I'm gonna have to have him on again because I didn't do my research. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he's hung out here a couple of times, and I was working on his computer one day, and he was just like, I just need these features. And then I saw the features, the list of whenever I was saving the files, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, man, definitely.
All right.
So he's definitely paved the way out here. And whether you realize that, recognize it, or want to recognize it, he definitely has put in some work. So thankful and grateful for him.
Yeah.
Another one of his artists was Baby Scrap.
Yeah, he's a cool ass dude.
He's a cool man.
Dude, man.
The only thing I have next to him is Texas, because I feel like, Texas rap is distinct. And the consumer for Texas rap is, how can I say, like they know Texas rap, and if it's not, they're not fucking with it,
Yeah.
And it's you see a lot of artists coming up who are influenced by it, but they don't embody it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say.
I mean, and I feel like if you're from Odessa, Texas, and you grew up during that time, you probably have some kind of influence on Texas rap. I mean, Chamillionaire, come on. You can't deny Chamillionaire.
So Scrap, I see as someone who can and who will, of course, continues to put it in the work. Yeah, we'll be naming him among other Texas. Like he dropped a remix, its original beat to that "Wanna Be a Baller." Hey,
he did.
Oh my gosh,
he did his thing on it.
He did his thing.
He did his thing. It takes some heart to jump on something like that, because that's a classic.
That's what I said. And when I heard it in the booth, because I was there when he recorded, not with the original beat, not with the remix beat or whatever you want to call it, with the actual original beat. I'm like, this is gonna be. I've heard a lot of remixes for that. Yeah. And they don't hit. I'm sorry, but
he did his thing.
He did his thing, man. So excited for what he's got coming. He dropped a couple of singles that we'll get into. Big Boy NASA.
Hey, my boy, Eli.
Which I don't know how many people came on.
He's got the voice
exactly
of a unicorn. It's like if Jesus
he poops Skittles.
What does he say on step? Oh my God.
I can't laugh. Which I had like 5 artists mention him, and just the character he has, the way he carries himself, and what he has done
Just
for,
got a beautiful
for
soul,
them.
bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Soul.
So I had on here, the only word I had was energetic.
Yeah. Everything he's come through here and showed or played on the piano, anything.
He's like, you want to get blessed with my presence?
Hits.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for sure.
Hits.
For sure.
That's
He knows who he is.
yeah.
That's what I get from him. I'm
Yeah.
like, I was watching him on stage at the Destination.
He's
and
lit.
I was like, I want to be that comfortable in my skin.
Yeah.
Like, I'm comfortable, but he you know,
And he's
appreciate
always
it.
like that. Like the first time I met him, just energy. I was like chilling, and I was like, oh,
I'm up. I'm up.
all right, what we gonna do? Let's work. Let's do this shit.
For sure.
Then I heard him sing, and I was like, oh,
Another, yeah. Which he dropped that. He was on that feature with Kaz. We'll talk about.
yeah.
Cade.
Cade, hey, Cade.
Cade.
I cannot wait to release this.
First
stuff.
off, this extra he wore a jumpsuit on the deal. Took away the seats. I came here and everything was already set up. Just kidding. And the other word I had was synchronicity. There's a story. I'll just tell it quickly. That I've told a few. You know, I tell a few artists, hey man, just come up here. You never know.
Yeah.
That's all I would say.
Yeah.
Because I kind of had a sense, maybe subconsciously and energetically, about what was happening here.
Yeah.
And so I tried a couple of different co-hosts, and I invited Kate to try and co-host. But the whole time he talked to Jeremy, and it turned into what he's doing right now,
Yep.
and which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, which is what In the Loop is for.
He does so much too. That's what I mean.
Yeah, he does this thing like it was.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's just
Yes,
that
yes.
energy just fit perfect.
For sure, man. So I'm excited for him. Excited for him to share with you guys, hopefully, what he's working on, where he's headed, and things like that. Because it's some
Sauce,
good.
for
Yeah,
sure.
man, for sure. Oh yes, this is a good one. So, Ferrari Casino
Ferrari Casino.
from Odessa, lives in Dallas. He did 10 years. Met someone in there, which is Bugatti Casino. They did time together. Bugatti came out, established a name, created a label, things like that. Ferrari came out and he put Ferrari. And let me tell you something. The Ferrari reminds me of. I'm a fan. I'm a goddamn fan. Like you, not that you can tell, but he is well read and well versed. Meaning there are people that I've met who have been locked up. One of them in 5 years read 1,000 books.
Damn.
1,000. All the leadership books that I read, he read, but he also read a lot of fantasy books.
That's tight.
And so that's along with Kevin Gates is the same thing. So Kevin Gates' imagination in his songs and the way he paints like a sci-fi and things like that,
That's wild.
I feel is probably influenced by his reading.
That's tight.
So he's got this sci-fi novelist that he reads. But I can see that.
You know those lyrics are. Forgive me, I haven't listened to them.
Oh, wow,
I'm
man.
gonna go listen
You
to them
should,
after
man.
this.
Yes.
But just the description on that, I could imagine. I mean, 1,000 books.
And I'm sure in 10 years,
I bet those lyrics are on
that's
10.
what I'm saying, that Ferrari, might have, because you listen to, and it reminds me of Kevin Gates. So, the Kevin Gates wave, it's still going. Not to compare and contrast people, but I have to, in a sense. That's what I feel he's on. I'm like, oh, yep, and his imagination and his wordplay, again, you can tell he's well read,
Yeah.
not only in a certain topic, but probably many books. So,
Dope. I'm gonna have to
and
check him out,
again,
man.
being locked up, probably fantasy for sure. So, reading helps.
Yeah, it does.
Eminem said
Really
it
does.
early on, things like that, but
Reading and just writing.
yep.
Just cause.
And what I've noticed from artists like Ferrari, who've done time, who are really, we're in that type of space, which is amazing. Because I'm just gonna say it like this: like Ferrari to me is the gangsta on the hood. You know what I'm saying? And he's got an avenue to transcend that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And in a sense, carry the hood out
That's
of
tight.
whatever that is, you know,
Yeah,
whatever that he.
Being a positive influence.
Yeah, man. And so that's what I'm really excited about his career. It seems early on,
Yeah.
but it's taken flight like no other. So I was excited.
I'm excited. I'm gonna have to go listen to it after
man.
this for sure.
When I got the opportunity, somebody said, "Do you want him?" Yes, I do. So brings me to he did say one thing that I thought stood out. And I don't know why the whole interview. He said he talked about not bringing his chains and things. He said, "Man, people will pay you to rob you," and I'm like, "Damn, that exists in the space." Mm-hmm. You know, so remember that.
Yeah.
But it was because of NBR Lil Ty and MBO Gliss. They came on. They're from Odessa. I think Lil Ty stays in Monahans. But they were and it was funny. They were like, somebody asked me like if for whatever reason they recognized I only had like a certain race. And so having Lil Ty on and Gliss, you know what I'm saying, they're our brothers from another mother, I would say, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just good having I'm gonna say like that cosign, like with Ferrari too, like because it does exist and it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always
and I want to get over that.
it's just the people reaching out.
It's just people reaching out.
Whoever's reaching out, we're open. We're open,
man. There's no.
We're ready to do interviews with anybody
For sure.
and
Which we
everybody
watch
that's
is coming.
hungry and they want that exposure, and let's do work. That's it.
sure.
Just we're here for that growth.
Growth, baby.
Iron sharpens iron. You know?
Yep. Ty and Gliss dropped Head to Toe and No Drugs. I think the No Drugs was or Sell No Drugs or something like that. I really like that single. That was that's it in my notes. But I just came across them this year. I'm excited for what they're gonna do. Ty had a show that I missed. I'm sure it went well. It looked like I watched all the behind the scenes, the Snapchats and things like that at Club Tequila. There's an artist that came down, I think from Odessa too, that I need to have him on, Trouble Child, I think from Dallas or Fort Worth. So they opened up a door. You know, I got to meet Snizzy on the beat, you know.
Snizzy.
So
I just met him this year too. Man.
That's live, man.
He's a cool ass dude, man.
They are going with us to Houston, so that's going to be a good thing. Or going with me, you know, a couple other people. So I'm excited for that. You know, they bit the or drank the Kool-Aid and going with me.
I mean, we got to get on our trip next year sometime.
Yeah, let's do that,
2021,
man.
was it Costa Rica?
Oh yeah, we're doing that, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be cheap.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
Young Suave. The thing that stood out for Young Suave for me was he's the one that I talked about. He never sang, never recorded, never. And he decided one day that he was going to, and in 1 month, he recorded his first album, full-length album.
That's who you were talking to the other day, right? You were at the studio. Was it here? Young Suave?
I don't know.
You don't know. It was after our session over here, I think.
No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't him. Who was that?
Tony. The one that hangs out with
Tony.
Chris. Yeah.
I'm dumb. I'm
That's
cutting.
all right.
No.
We're good. No, we're not going to cut it. I get you.
Dude is...
So,
Oh, I went...
yes.
Did karaoke with this guy?
Y'all saw the karaoke.
Oh
I posted it because I was like, bro, I got to post this.
God.
His country, stick with that, baby. And
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
I mean, because he's cold. He can spit, too.
He can spit.
He can spit. But that country's like...
Another.
Right here.
It
You know,
is,
I love
man.
country
It
music.
is.
So, really?
He's singing, and I'm in.
Wet.
For real, man. For real. So it was
Slash.
a mine FUCK for sure. Hearing him sing country.
He can...
Guys, encourage him. Continue to
Keep posting.
Again, remember,
keep commenting.
I posted the video.
Just keep
so
it going. This dude's cold.
his no cursing as well is what I took away from. But there was also a clip that I posted in the Instagram. We talked about, Kate chimed in just about people encouraging each other and people being on the same page, you know, teamwork type stuff.
Yeah.
So go watch that episode. It's a really good one.
He's just a solid character, man. Just
Yeah, he sure is. I told him that at the karaoke night. I said, I told him, I said, hey man, you know what? For me, for whatever reason, you know, it's hard for me to submit to anyone in general. I said, males particularly. I said, but when you speak, I can't help but submit.
It's a presence.
It's a presence, you know. And I'm just like, I just had to tell you that, you know.
Yeah.
Really solid dude. Migs.
Mig, that boy's
Let's
cold.
go. You know what I'm going to talk about? Migs had the sponsored ads. I was always seeing his. That's how I came across it. Really, I'm like, God dang. He definitely gets in front of you. Definitely understands that type of investment, and the dude can flow.
He can
The
flow.
Spanish. I don't know if you've heard a little bit of his Spanish.
Yeah.
Um,
His stuff.
I can't believe he's only 19.
I think he had submitted on
For the
other-
live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly. I mean, just all the way around. Quality.
Yeah, because I think he
flow,
produces his own beats,
delivery,
yeah, everything, man.
Just
yeah,
it's good.
I'm ready for more. I'm ready for visuals by him.
Yeah.
I think he'll kill his visuals. So I'm hoping he's got some coming.
Hell yeah.
Migs.
Bring it, Mig.
Let's go. And then we had Carla on. So
Fire.
If you don't know about Carla right now, I would just say, she's I would say a social media celebrity. Like, I'm not gonna. It's not like I'm saying something that nobody,
Yeah.
For being from
If
the
you don't know,
432.
now you know.
Now you know.
Which you probably already know.
Yeah.
She's definitely
For sure, and she
Fire.
didn't really get to talk about it in the interview, which I did want to talk about, but I understand why. I'll tell her story real quick. Posted something. She was posting videos online just for fun. Went viral. Got contacted by a label. Got signed to the label. Put out a whole bunch of visuals. Each one of them has over 1 million views. Very professionally shot. I'm not sure where they were shot. I got to, again, as I was learning about artists out in the 432, somebody was like, do you know about Carl? And they started telling me, I said, there's no way. There's no way somebody like that happened for somebody out here, right?
Yeah.
And then now I think she's going independent, which I'm excited to see. I'm really excited to see even more from her.
Yeah.
I think there were some things going on with the label. She hadn't dropped anything, things like that. So now I think that's done and over with. She's going to be able to drop
She
more.
just has a solid team too.
She's got
her
a
family,
really good
her
team,
family
man.
is so supportive.
For
like,
sure.
Shout out
Her-
Lalo.
I was about to say her brother
Man,
particularly
he's cold.
is doing
he's
a
great.
lot
Yeah.
with her and for her.
Yeah.
And to see her, even in a couple of her stories, post about it, talk about it, how grateful she is for him and things like that. And then I've been over there. Get ready.
Yeah. Get ready.
Get ready for sure, especially the visuals. She's got a mind of, I feel like not that she's not an adult, but again, get ready. Just get ready for sure. I'm ready.
I mean,
I'm
her
excited.
lyrics too are just
That's
like
what- that's
deep.
what I-
like the bars.
Wherever she's pulling that from, that's what I mean by it.
This girl spitting.
It's like she's already had 20 years of life.
When I met her, like I didn't realize that she was a rapper. I knew Lalo was doing engineering and stuff when I first met them, and he brought her over, and they kept talking about this girl Carla, right? And then she's really chill. Yeah, hey, what's going on? And then they started playing her music.
You're like, that's her?
I was like, damn.
Yeah, for real.
Bars.
When she gets in the mood, she gets in the mood.
Yeah,
Like she's
yeah.
in the. I'm
She
like,
zones
that's a
in.
whole totally different. Yeah, it's like a totally different persona for sure. Excited for what you're gonna do, Carla. Definitely. Oh yeah, Fort Worth artists FMF Goon and Bandito
Hey.
came through. Blessed us with an interview, truly, because they put in a lot of work in the Fort Worth. If you haven't looked into FMF Goon, what he's been doing over the last year and a half, the dude's only been, I think, only 2 years old or something like that in the sense of in this space, and he's dropped so many videos, so many visuals, albums, singles. Like he's there.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, when they came, they did that podcast. They were ready to
Oh,
work.
they were-
He was
yeah.
ready to step him in the booth and
Exactly.
go.
Yeah, the dude's a professional for
Yeah.
sure. I'm excited to have them on for round 2. I'm gonna say this: we were gonna have them on about 4 weeks ago, right before we ended it, season 1, and I got into just my feelings again, bro. I'm just gonna tell you right now, Goon. So we were supposed to. I seen him Friday. He recorded a little bit. We were supposed to show up on Saturday. It was gonna be him and Chach, and I was just in my head about some other things, and I just left my phone alone. Didn't want to show up.
Do that.
Anyway,
Sometimes that's just, you got to take care of you.
yeah, man. So Goon, we're definitely gonna have you, man. Every time you're down, tap in, bro. It doesn't matter what day it is. You're gonna be on the pod for sure. Just ask. And then we had our first band, Young Blood's band.
I missed that. That's when I was sick.
Oh man,
I can't believe I missed that, man.
you got to go back and watch it. Yeah, good group of teens. 14 and 15. I met them again at the Midland Children's Business Fair, which is why I knew about them. They told me, particularly because of In the Loop, decided to start recording like the originals.
Word.
They never recorded original, want to record original.
Oh, they've been doing like covers and stuff?
Just covers, man, all around town. You know, their dad's playing a band, so they kind of
Nice.
like, you know, open for them,
tight.
things like that. Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. And so when I asked him to be on the podcast, he said, because of you asking me to be on the podcast, I started asking the band, hey, let's record an original, you know. And they have it.
Yeah.
They have
through.
it
I mean,
as a band for sure.
can
Please come
collaborate.
back again.
Songwriting.
Yeah, for
you know?
sure.
We'll put it together.
That's what I'm.
Let's do it.
Y'all hear
Let's
that?
do it.
Y'all hear that? I'm telling you,
Collaboration.
come back.
Collaboration.
Talk to these guys for sure. And your dads, hopefully they connect. Or this is a good group of men, I'm going to say first off. And so don't, if you were doubtful, don't be doubtful. I'm telling you that it is in God's plan, whatever you want to call it. If you came in through these doors, I'm telling you, whether it's a seed planted that needs to be watered and you're going to return, I promise you, you know. So I'm excited for them and what they got going on. They're going to be our show, our main entertainment for the Midland Children's Business Fair for 2021.
Nice.
Because it's going to be at the Bush Center, downtown Midland.
Oh, that's
So
gonna be
as the business fair is going on, they'll be there playing the whole time.
Nice.
You know, they're going to be our entertainment. So
I
I'm
can't wait
excited
to
for
see
that.
them. I missed them last time, so
For sure.
looking forward to that.
I'll get into. I'm
I
gonna
love
leave
live
you.
instrumentation.
That's right. I'm telling you.
It's a whole nother feel.
Then we had Low Key,
Low key.
which I'm telling you, I didn't listen to any of his music. I told him during the interview until after I interviewed him. But he's got this one song that at the beginning he starts a John Wick clip, and the guy's like, he says, I can't see if I get it right. He said, "It's not so much what you did, son. It's who you did it to."
Yep.
And the son's like, "Who? The fucking nobody?" And he's like, "That fucking nobody is John Wick." And then Low Key goes in and kills it, man. So Low Key, I've been listening to your CD. I listened to it for about 2 weeks, which I usually do. I don't consume anything else if I'm going to consume an artist.
Yeah, that's dope.
Over and over and over and over. And one thing that I got from Low Key is very calm. But as I went into his craft more and started researching more, I don't know how to describe how he raps or flows or things like that. Only that there's something happening with the way he's putting his words together that just makes me I don't know, feel a certain way. I don't know how to say it. I guess I didn't think he was going to be that good. I'll say that. Let me just say it like that. Low key, I didn't. I'm sorry, man. I heard that one clip that you had on your Instagram, and that was it. You were shooting a video or something, and I'm like, okay, I fuck with this. But after hearing your CD over and over, and then just feeling your words, like actually trying to feel your words and what you were trying to say, like he's going to consistently put out music.
Yeah, that's what
I can already tell.
Just consistency. Just keep doing.
And his fan base will grow. Yeah. He's not talking nonsense. Is I guess what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I thought that he would be, but he's just a really good rapper. And if you haven't collaborated with him, get a feature from him. I'm telling you, he's gonna kill the beat. And then we had Ricky Dan.
Hey, Ricky Dan.
From TSF. Let's go. Oh, not TSF. I'm sorry.
TSA.
TSA. God dang it.
TSA.
TSA.
Shout
Which
out.
Mel and all them, if y'all watching this.
Ricky Dan is a spitter, bro.
Right.
Oh, my God.
That visual he dropped, too.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have the rest of the team on. It's just him. Hopefully we'll have them all back, especially with the new setup and things like that.
Yeah,
It'll play out
y'all
right.
Y'all come through, for real.
Please.
Ricky, you fan.
Ricky, already know, man. Yeah, tap in
Bring
whenever
them.
you want.
Y'all come in.
Yep. And then we had Chris Aguilar, which I'm going to say our first YouTuber. There's a couple of more that I'm going to reach out or have reached out to. This guy. Hear him in karaoke.
Dude was singing Queen.
He was singing Queen. Oh my gosh.
He was singing that shit.
He was singing. I don't even think I posted that one. Maybe I'll post that one.
This dude can sing. Well, he's been coming through here, and working on some
Laying
stuff.
something-
You know,
Oh man,
we're not
I'm
gonna
telling you
leak
guys.
it.
No.
If y'all pay attention to their Instagram and stuff, you'll see little clips,
Yes.
little previews and whatnot.
For sure. He's a talented individual.
Dude can sing, energy.
Short films, YouTube, vlogs,
Yeah,
singing, obviously.
even his video editing.
And
is
video
ridiculous.
editing. You see what you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, definitely someone to watch in the 4-3-2. So I can't wait to just get to know him more, but also hopefully be part of some of the stuff he's creating type stuff. Yeah. Hopefully next time he comes, we're gonna have
He's
a
an
part
actor.
2.
And he's an actor.
And he's an actor. We're gonna have part 2 with them really soon. You'll see in season 2. And you'll see his team comes ready to go, taking pictures, vlogging. They are on it, man. Yeah, that's a good group of guys.
They really
man.
are, man. I'm glad to have them coming around here. You know,
Yep.
They're just good group.
Good group of people. Get around good people. You know that.
Iron sharpens.
That's
iron.
right. And then we have Platt. Platt. On the
Platt.
beat. Let's go.
Platt on the beat.
Platt came in with TT, and we had a good, a different type of conversation, which I said on there. 2 things.
Dude's got a special ear, man.
He does. Platt
Oh my
intimidated me for one thing, so I just try to humble myself. And second, I think they should definitely have, every time they come in or he comes, I definitely want to get on and have him on. But I think he could have something of his own, which I kind of think he does, like on Twitch or something. But particularly about music and the stuff.
Yeah,
he's
and he
talking
stays
about.
streaming. Every time
Does
I
he?
get on, he
Golly, you see?
stays posting.
I opened
he
up a
stays-
Twitch right after. I still haven't got on. I think I'm gonna try it on a couple of episodes. Go live on Twitch.
Yeah,
or
we can
something.
do that. Yeah, we
Things
can
like,
do
oh,
that.
nice. Okay.
Yeah, Twitch is one of them for sure.
Oh, nice.
I just figured out Instagram, so
Okay.
that's one that I was
Okay. Trying
to maneuver around because
sure.
it wasn't available on Restream directly, but there is ways around it. So yeah, that's something. See, it's all learning, it's all growth, and it's just gonna keep happening. If you know stuff, don't be scared to share it when you come in. Like, we're open. We are open.
We are definitely open.
Yeah.
Where?
but
Oh,
Platt,
here we go.
man, I enjoy every time he comes down and he comes to the studio for real, man. Like, it's always learning something, you know.
I was supposed to go live on Instagram, and that people were gonna get
Oh, a little taste.
a little taste.
A little taste.
I had my backpack's not in here. It's all right. I'm gonna go live anyway, and then I'll update
The
them.
stand or something.
So yeah, because I wanted them to watch it, and then you could watch the pre-recorded. Okay, and then we had D Money.
D Money. I remember
He's
he's come in here. He's a really cool dude.
Man, I'm
really
glad.
Cool
Yeah,
character.
I hope he continues to come.
Yeah.
He dropped the way I got a hold with knowing about him. He dropped Jiggin' with EXO, Lil Sauce, the visual early on this year, and he caught my eye. And then as he came on the interview and things, the only word I have here is humble. He's a real humble
he
dude.
really is. He's really.
I feel
He's
like
got really good vibes. for
Exactly, man. I feel like he knows. Hey, yo, what's up, guys? You joining us? I was supposed to go live earlier. We've already done 40 minutes, but we're doing a pre-recorded. That this is gonna be the way season 2 is gonna be, and I wanted you guys on Instagram Live to see a bit of it. So we still got about another 30 minutes to go. If you want to watch it, I'm gonna stay live on here, but I'm gonna be facing over there. Here's all the notes. I just went over. You guys missed all the artists that we had for season 1, the things to expect, the things that I liked from them, the things that
in the comments.
I got from them. Yeah, for sure. Now I'm about to go over the albums dropped, the singles, the visuals dropped, the new artists, and other things like that. This is being pre-recorded, and we're going to launch it tomorrow. You guys are going to be able to see it. And we're going to start doing that pre-record on Thursday, launch on Saturday. So thanks for joining us on here. Lane Vlad, what's up? Official Migs, what's up? Malik Moon, what up? Okay.
What's up?
So D Money, yes, I'm excited. I really want him to work with you guys, because I think you could bring something else out of him, kind of like what happened with Tony with the country. D Money's got a really good flow, and I think though on a different type of beats, it's gonna bring out something else. Yeah. So. D Money, I hope that you continue to come back, man. Come through. I'm telling you guys, come through.
I enjoyed working with you, homie, for real.
Last one is who ended our season 1 was Aquila.
The man, the legend.
Hey, let's go for sure. Aquila dropped his
brother.
first studio album in August, and it did stupid. I'm just gonna say I loved that album. Again, my favorite song is Rampage.
Yeah, everybody's got a favorite. Too.
Everybody's got a favorite.
Yeah, there's certain songs that just hit you a certain type of way. You know?
Aquila's a superstar for sure. I saw him again at the Destination for his first show, and he just did it right, like what I was expecting.
And it doesn't matter how big the venue is. It does not matter how big it is. He's bringing the energy.
That's what I've heard,
time.
and I got to see it and experience it.
Yeah.
He is a performer. And let me tell you, and you guys know this. It's one thing
crowd surfed.
that I saw that did you guys see that? The crowd surfing. What's up, Chach? We're having you on Thursday, baby. He crowd surfed. And I saw the video after whoever edited it or something. I was like, holy shit.
It was lit, man.
So
I literally left and went backstage. It was just like, we're lit, bro.
sure,
It was
man.
lit,
There's
bro.
a difference between rapping in the booth and entertaining.
Yeah.
And he doesn't miss a beat. Yeah. So I was excited to witness that. But even more important, so Chach, if you're watching, man, we're just doing a pre-recorded. You're going to watch the full video later on. We've already been in 40 minutes. The conversation that we had in that episode, I know was the lead up for all the previous episodes, because what we saw was interviews, but we didn't see any behind the scenes. And behind the scenes, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
There's a lot of assumptions. There are things happening among teams. There are things happening among yourself. And what we discussed and what came out in that conversation with Aquila were, I think, some things that a lot of artists needed to hear. Whether it was about insecurities, your potential, how to work with teams, how to find teams.
Yeah.
How do I keep going? One big takeaway from Aquila's conversation was committing without the promise, which is something that I needed to hear. But that particular snippet, the way he delivered that just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Again, a lead up of the first 22 episodes. So me particularly, I had all these breakthroughs and breakdowns.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't watched it, you got to go watch it.
Dude's got away with words.
For sure.
And you can hear it in his music. But even when you've been speaking to him. He just has a way with words.
He pointed out a few other things, again, insecurities in myself that were coming up in that conversation, which, again, I hoped what would happen within the loop is that you would hear something that would get you to the next level. That's what it's about. It's not about, I don't want to hear this conversation. I don't want to hear whatever. It's not about anything else. In the Loop is about taking away something from what's happening inside of In the Loop, whether it's the stories, whether it's the posts, whether it's the random conversations, the synchronistic moments with people.
Motivating others to reach out.
Exactly.
Get over here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is an activation that is happening.
Yeah.
And that conversation I felt was like some type of a stamp of approval or something about what's happening out here. And again, if you go back and you listen to it, take away those. Every single episode had a nug in it. Every single one.
Yeah.
Some artists dropped a lot of nugs, to help them get to the next level. Another thing Aquila talked about was trust. Trusting an organization, trusting a team, and what that does for the organization, what that does to help you level up. So I was excited to end with Aquila. It was a great ending of season 1. Okay, we're going to talk about who dropped albums and what you thought about the albums, and then we talk about the singles. We're going to go through this briefly. So maybe I missed you. If I missed it, let me know in the comments that you dropped an album. I'm sorry. I'll try to put this together. Albums dropped, of course, was Aquila.
Yeah.
Residential. So go if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it.
Just do it.
Sierra, she dropped an album, which is, oh my.
Feels.
My dude, I'm glad I started the whole getting people's signature autograph. She was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
But when I heard like one thing that she had, and then she dropped that.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm telling you, yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm excited. I'm glad you're from the 432.
Yeah.
For sure. Mia dropped an album.
Fire.
If you don't know who Mia is, we're gonna have her on. I've already reached out to her.
Oh yeah.
Definitely fire. I'm ready for some visuals from her. I think she's gonna come out with some good visuals.
Yeah, she's got some more stuff.
I'm sure she does, man.
She's got a lot. She's talented.
Oh, my
Stick
phone's
her in the
about to
booth
die.
and she just writes on the spot, you know?
There's not a. Oh, I know what I can.
You
Nope,
need a charger?
Yep. Or unless you have a phone, you want to take a picture of this and then.
What else you need?
Just use
Is it a note? You can just share it with me.
Yeah, well, I don't want it to die while I'm trying to share.
Is it 1%?
Yep.
All right. I'll just take a picture.
Yeah,
Is
and then
that
I'll
all you
use
got left there?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we got some.
Okay.
See, always working. I don't know if y'all hear that in the background.
One more.
I don't know if y'all hear that in the background. We got some drilling going on.
Yeah.
A little bit because we always
There's
work.
a big TV. That's what's happening.
There's a big ass TV.
Hey, we're gonna be able to play videos on this big ass TV while y'all are in there.
Big ass TV.
Be able to zoom in. The pre-record is gonna be, you guys. It's gonna be live. We'll get into that. Okay. Wes dropped an album again. Being 16, dropping a full album. He had a few features, and it's a really good fucking album. He's a really good storyteller. You got to go check it out. Young Suave dropped an album. I don't know. Do you know anybody else? Because those are the only names that I had. If I missed it, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Goon dropped an album for sure out of Fort Worth. Again, dropped some more visuals because he just does that. Singles. The latest one that I'm on right now is Getting Drunk Tonight with Trilling, Jay Savage, Lucy Ryder.
I'm still on.
We're getting drunk tonight. Hey,
Cass and Big NASA. I'm still on that too.
On me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. We're about to.
That was a fun song
for sure. Migs dropped some singles.
Migs.
My favorite song from him is just that shit on him because I'm in that zone right now. Like I just want to get rich, and, you know.
Yeah.
He dropped. What was that one on November 16th? I just remember November 16th for whatever reason. He dropped a few singles.
Yeah.
So shout out to Migs. Kaz.
Keep pushing them out.
Yep. Kaz dropped On Me. And he dropped another one, didn't he, or no? I don't think, maybe not. I think that was the only one.
Sabotage Me.
Sabotage, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a vibe.
Baby Scrap dropped some singles. The Baller, of course, but there was another one I can't remember. Check those out. I'm trying to remember. Carla, again, dropping her first single from being, apart from the label, I guess. So excited for that. She dropped a couple, and I don't know if she dropped that visual yet or not.
Did she drop it? That's gonna be lit.
I hope so, because it was good.
VP, shout out VP.
Goon definitely dropped some singles. King Vato, that he shot the video out here. He shot like 2 videos out here, or maybe 3. King Vato, and I can't remember the other one. I really like that King Vato. Young Suave dropped that one single he just dropped, the country one or whatever. You gotta go pick that up.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man.
You gotta go hear that.
Got to. Lil Ty dropped again the Sell No Drugs. I know there was another one, but maybe that's the only one that I like. Videos On Me, which was Kaz featuring Big Boy NASA, but also a lot of cameos.
Yeah.
From a whole bunch of you in there, so I hope you shared that. Those are some good cameos.
That's dope, man. That's just unity in the area.
Exactly. If you got videos, being shot, reach out to artists first.
Yeah.
Instead of the normal crowd, I guess you would say, and see if they would show up because that would. Yeah,
and that's dope. Just to, shit. You saw David Banner in what is it? Way back in the day, the international players anthem. You know what I mean? So
that's right, man.
And then you see other artists, in some of Drake's videos.
That's the best way, man.
And then
getting around it.
Yeah. You just pop up, man. Show love, show support. It's all about support. That's the only way that this area is going to continue to grow is if we show each other support.
Oh man,
real talk.
Yeah, lame lad. I'm sorry, man. Okay, send me the singles. Send them to me. DM them. Okay, videos. Drunk Tonight. That's the visual from 2 Trill and them. I dig.
I have not seen it yet. It's
visual.
I haven't
Yes,
seen it
the
yet.
single in itself.
I'm gonna go watch it right now.
Put somebody on your team to start contacting every damn strip club in the nation, and see how many of them. I'm serious. That's a banger, and if you did that by January, it would be nationwide. I know it.
Especially if shit starts opening up.
Put somebody on the team. Oh yeah, strip clubs are probably not whatever, but
They just need to do the drive-through thing. You know what I
even
mean?
clubs, something. Have somebody send that out because that's a hit. Chach and EXO dropped 7.62 freestyle, which is Chach's first visual. I think even first like recorded track like that.
Word.
And what he's got coming is just the beginning. Like, I'm excited for him, man.
He's got a lot of energy too.
He started showing me unreleased before he was gonna put it out. Kind of told me his game plan, and I was like, yeah, the streets are gonna fuck with him.
That's what's up.
And then just having 2 Trill was there for the visual, EXO Sauce was there for the visual, Jay Savage was there for the visual. It was pretty dope. We had the cops show up more than once. Shout out to MPD for being professional. Not taking it further than what they did. So thank you for that. We appreciate it. We'll be a lot more professional as well because we're going to do way more.
A lot more. These streets are going to be flooded with video shoots and
I'm telling you.
art events and
Afro gonna have to get a permit.
Smoke
or something.
is gonna fill the air.
Right, that's right. Call of Duty, EXO Lil Sauce dropped Call of Duty, which I think is a banger. It's got, if I saw the number right, over 28,000 views.
Damn.
I don't know how many comments. So went to San Antonio, dropped it. Again, he's got more coming. He's someone to watch out for. I really like that one. I'm gonna mention, even though it was before the season we launched, Flatline that Aquila dropped.
Mm-hmm. He's got the visuals.
I really like that visual.
Yeah, the visuals were
Go watch
incredible.
it, Flatline Aquila.
Yeah.
Lil Ty and Gliss again had Head to Toe, which was featuring Ferrari Casino. Go watch that one. It's a really good one. An artist that we're going to have on season 2, Bars, BARZZ, dropped some visuals. Bars with Stingy Benji.
He's constantly just dropping stuff.
And,
I love it. I love that hustle, man.
Yeah, Javi the Prophet. We didn't get to have him because it was supposed to be on Halloween the day before or something, and he had a Halloween party to get to. I said, that's cool, man. So it's going to be perfect for season 2. Hopefully we'll have Bars and Javi because they're both Stingy Benjis on at the same time.
Shout
man.
out Stingy Benji. He's good. Good people. Solid.
Javi has How We Living and Trap God. So go check out those visuals that he dropped. The Trap God is... Javi's... I'm ready.
Yeah.
EXO dropped another visual called Wake Up. So again, 14 years old. Yeah. That's what
He's doing work.
Okay. So new artists. I don't even have the list on me right now, but I have at least 12. And then the other 8 are probably like, I think, YouTubers, a couple of other different types of artists, but we still have gosh, I just went blank. I could probably go into my DMs right now, but I don't know why I went blank. I'm trying to think.
Well, the artists.
Well, we have Chach coming for sure. We have Mark Juarez. I'm just gonna call a YouTuber. He's gonna launch season 2 with Chach and EXO. Chris, of course, for the part 2. There's another YouTuber. I can't remember her name right now. It's slipping me. She's gonna come on. I just went blank with the artist. If I forgot your name and you're watching this and I've already reached out to you, don't worry. You're still gonna come on. It's just I forgot. I didn't take really good notes. So here's what I want to end it with.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
For sure.
So we'll throw it in there.
We'll throw it in there.
Since it's a pre-work, we'll throw in a little list.
I might just get off of here on the Instagram live because there's some people are watching this live. You're watching the pre-recorded a day later. But I might do that.
They missed all the beginning.
They missed the beginning.
They missed all the good stuff.
The good stuff.
So this is just a preview. This is just a preview.
This is just a preview.
Yo, and that list, we'll just do this. It's right here somewhere.
Oh, that's right. Boom. Yes. They won't even see it. That's right. Only here is where it matters. So here's what I want to end this with. I'm excited for season 2. I'm grateful. I'm
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm like hype right now. Like
Justin's going to be in on with us.
I was tired coming into this,
right.
and I'm like, I'm ready to go. Let's go do it right now.
Let's do it right now. We're going to kick off.
As many videos as you said EXO was putting out, like,
Hey, come on, I'm telling you.
doing that work. It's like, all right, let's just go do it.
So to remind you, the schedule, we're going to pre-record these on Thursdays. So if you're an artist, you've probably recognized that we shoot on Saturday. We're going to take that away. We're going to pre-record on Thursday, sometimes 2 episodes, and then we'll premiere it primarily on YouTube on Saturday. So you'll get to see premiering. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, JS Studios, you can find it on
In the Loop.
In the Loop. The link is there. Go tap on that link, watch the latest interview, which is Aquila, and then make sure you subscribe so you can get notified.
And spread the love.
And spread the love when the next interview is being previewed. Season 2 is probably going to have, maybe not, it may have to be season 3, but we have artists outside of the 432 that want to come and tap in for the podcast. We're talking about Chicago, LA, Florida, things like that. So I'm excited for the 432 to meet them and for them to meet you guys. So again, being in sales and marketing, what I'm trying to do also is leverage some things to put you in position as well as an artist, connect you with other artists. Some of them may share, there's ways.
Yeah.
The trip to Houston, we're tapping into a different podcast who's got different eyes, got a huge Houston following, hip hop fan base. So tapping in with them, I'm going to continue things like that approach and that mindset in 2021, again, to bring other artists down here that aren't from here, but have a certain level,
Can't wait.
right? And then
I might jump in on some episodes.
Then we'll
I'm
keep
so
going.
excited.
Oh yeah, so Da Vinci, that you made me. So Da Vinci, CEO Jeremy, that you don't know much about, who writes, ghost writes, country, anything. Thule, I'm excited to have Thule on.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have Mini Mac on, who's a Odessa legend. I'm
Mac.
Exactly right.
Miggity Mac.
Let's go. And others that you may not have heard about yet, but that have been here putting in work. So we're gonna have them on too. It's not just new artists, but we're gonna have.
Want to get on?
And if you want to get on, just let me know. Tap in, send the DM. So I'm grateful for continuing and then jump starting this. Grateful for the new setup that you're going to see in there on Saturday. And I want to say thank you to JS Studios. Again, I want to name a couple of people. But for me, all these things are pieces of the puzzle coming together so that the greater vision to come together, which involves you, 432 artists. It involves you, so you got to do something.
Yeah.
You got to step up, get over whatever it is that's keeping you from creating. Reach out to us as a resource. Again,
Stop by. Stop by if you want to catch some vibes, some good vibes.
Shout out to Lalo for doing as much recording as he's doing.
Yeah.
And helping artists as much he's doing. Oh, Lalo's going to come on. Producer JV's going to come on.
Yes.
So tap in with Lalo if you need to.
Yeah.
He's a really good dude. He's putting in some work. He has the vision about getting attention for the 432 as much as we do. So
sharing that vision.
Sharing it, man.
Just growing.
And I want to say, if it wasn't for these two people, but again, behind the scenes, there was a lot that happened. And in your life, the same thing happened in this over here. There's drama, and there's things that we had to work through. There's things that we had to work.
You got to shift around.
There's some. My ego had to be, pushed to the side. I had to recognize it. Which is what happens on a team.
You got to humble. You got to stay humble.
Yeah.
You got to get humble and remind each other too.
For sure. And getting to the next level. There was a bunch of insecurities that were, triggered by my interaction over here. Insecurities in me, that I had to get past and grow past. And I remember one of the first conversations I had in here, and it was sort of vision building. And if it wasn't for Albert, so I want to thank Albert and shout out to Albert for the first conversation, and then the last conversation that we had. Thanks for believing in me, man. Thanks for seeing what I see in the sense of myself, but you being able to speak the words that you spoke, especially using the words about self-actualization, giving me an opportunity to actually live up to that potential. You've lived up to that word, man, and you kept your word, and I'm grateful for you as a brother.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the... Yeah, for sure, right?
Same. Yeah, any conversation with that dude is just...
Definitely, man. And we had
keep it real with you.
We had a little bump, a little bumping of heads, but it was perfect because it's what needed to happen for me to be able to grow. Shout out to Josh, who was just in here.
My brother.
During the destination, this was the final stamp of approval, I guess, for me to continue to work with JS Studios and to work with these guys. Because you know what happens again on your team, guys. You know, teams come, grow, things like that. But Josh, the night of the destination, Aquila was saying something on stage, again, if you haven't witnessed Aquila perform, but he was saying something about being welcomed, being accepted and things like that. And Josh looks at me and he smiles for the first time. I hadn't seen Josh smile ever. I said, man, I've been waiting for that. Yeah, and he was like, man, you got to earn this. And it felt really good. But he reached his hand out and he reached his hand over me, over my shoulder, and he just looked at me. He's like, let us in, man. Let us in. You know, like, you're going to be okay. You're safe.
Yeah.
You know, we're good people. You know, we're not here to harm you, things like that.
Love about Josh and the fam is they're going to do everything they can to make sure that.
For sure, man.
Shout out to my other brothers, Jacob and Jason, that are behind the scenes.
Exactly.
You know, giving us, you know, voice and, you know, advice on the lowdown. You know, you'll probably never see them.
Yep.
But we all have, every single one of us is what's keeping this going and keeping this moving, because there has been a shift and there is big things coming.
Big things, very big things coming.
There's big things coming, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure this happens. And that's the attitude that we all have, you know, both as individuals and as a team. So I'm excited.
I don't even know some
excited.
of the stuff that they know, but I can tell you, I feel the things that you guys hope for is probably coming.
Yeah.
What you wanted, in a sense, as whether as an artist or anything like that. Like, I hinted towards it during season 1 about the more and more I got to know these guys, the more and more I shrank. Not in a like, oh, let me dim my light, but I got more humbled.
Yeah.
There's the dynamic of what's happening and where they're going is just as serious as anything that I've ever seen. And I mean people actually manifesting and creating those big ass dreams and goals that you talk about. And we're not just talking about it.
Not just for us. Like we're trying to make this happen. No, we're gonna make this happen.
It's happening. Yeah,
for all of you.
For all of you guys, for sure. So we're excited for season 2 to bring you on. Again, if you want a part 2, those of you who have been on, just let me know. I apologize that I haven't reached out. There's some other stuff, you know, I want to be able to reach out more. I told you guys I want to do more behind the scenes. I want to come to you when you're recording. So please reach out to me when you're recording. Lala, if you don't mind letting me know when somebody comes in, I've told you that I want to be over there more. If you got a show, I want to be there. If you got a video shoot, I want to be there. Anything like that. If you got a photo shoot, let me know, because I want to do more behind the scenes and showcase it on In the Loop.
And come through.
Come by. And in there, you're going to see there's going to be a big ass TV. We're going to be able to play videos. We're going to put logos. So if you got images, you got things like that.
Big.
Unnecessarily big. It's insane. Jeremy brought it in by himself.
65 inch.
He was bringing it in by himself. It was hilarious, Pushing it. So the setup in there is entirely different. So those of you who've been in, we're on for season 1, you want to come on. You want to come see the new setup. You want to get the feel. It's going to be awesome. Again, like the page on Facebook, JS Studios and In the Loop. We go live on JS Studios, YouTube, and Facebook. Well, not now, it's going to be pre-recorded, but it's still going to be live. Make sure you're like the page. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're following the entire team, whether it's JS Studios or Da Vinci or CEO Jeremy or Cade or whoever else. You know, Vincent's on the team too. He's somebody that probably you'll never. But the dude is solid. You got to get to know him. Again, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that makes this. What happened? Okay. That makes this possible. So I did want to name those particular people because this would not have been possible. Truly, it was because of the things that Albert said that made me even begin, and continue,
keep going,
and keep coming.
Yeah.
So,
I'm glad you did,
and then Josh as well, and then now, the little things that Jeremy did, the conversations now that I've had with Justin over the last week or so. So, we got to get past, like in the episode with Tequila, our insecurities, our pride, our fears, our shortcomings. We got to be able to hear people speak into our lives that are letting us know that, hey, we might be messing this up, like maybe you need a break or, something. So get around the people that you need to get around if you're going to level up, is the end of that. And so, guys, I'm glad that you got to meet Justin. Justin, you're going to be seeing him more often.
Yeah, coming from behind the scenes.
Yeah, so he's always behind the scenes for sure. It's going to be good. And what he's got coming too, even for behind the scenes, the little things that we're going to be able to do. Again, season 2, you're going to see an intro video.
Yeah.
You're going to see some other things. So the intro video, I think, is hype. I dig it. We're going to be able to play your music with the intro video and some other things. So as time goes on, I'm sure to get more elaborate. As we get better at it too, we'll probably get more elaborate. But we all decided it was probably best to record on Thursdays and then just premiere it on Saturdays. Also, I'd like the idea because I'm going to be able to interact on the comments, which I wanted to. I couldn't really do it live because I'm interviewing, but I'll be able to
focus on the artist, dial in.
Exactly. Guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for the support. If you're watching this video, share it with somebody that you think may
need this. Sometimes they just need that boost, that motivation.
Exactly. Some extra motivation.
Yeah. It's just good vibes,
For sure. For season 2, let them know about season 1. If you haven't watched all the episodes, look, just binge watch it. It's like a Netflix. Just go and watch it. You may or may not like them, but I guarantee you there's bars, there's nuggets in every single one because I remember them. Every single one. Keela dropped like 20, I'm telling you. That was a really good conversation. I was on shrooms. I'm just going to let you know out there. I think that's why I was having so many breakthroughs. But it was a really good conversation. Guys, we're excited for season 2, and we record here live at JS Studios.
JS.
And we're happy to have you on. And I guess
this has been
an In the Loop production.
In the Loop.
Thank you, Justin. And we out. Bam.